Hello and welcome to the Inventors Arena. I'm Ed and this is Scott. Today we're going to discuss what are the best things to invent. Scott, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, we're in a market today where there are new ideas and new inventions coming out all the time. This is the world for inventors. If you're an inventor, this is the time that you want to be.
All kinds of
be in the
real world
marketplace.
problems out there.
Oh yeah, and really a lot of the inventions are created because inventors see or are frustrated by something out there in the marketplace that they said, I could do this better, or I'm tired of working around this situation, or this is just so frustrating, and they come up with a new idea, and sometimes it comes to market, sometimes they sell the idea, sometimes it goes all the way through to manufacturing, and sometimes it is like Scrub Daddy and some others, and you end up with a multi-billion-dollar idea, all from just that initial thought. So we always say there's an inventor in everybody, and everybody is looking for that solution. And it really doesn't matter your level of education or experience. It has to be something usually you're interested in or you are akin to, that you recognize and you identify that it's a solution.
Yes.
And if you can do that, then generally speaking, it's a real world problem, and you have a real world situation that a real world solution to that problem, and that's great. The world is waiting for it.
Yeah. Exactly.
You like to use the dishwasher example. The world was waiting for somebody to invent the dishwasher, right?
Plenty of people were, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I always look at it too. What inspires you, right? Like inspiration and deep interest really help create help your creativity. They help you think outside the box, and sometimes you want to think inside the box to make it more constrained, and you just have some fun, right? Think in terms of what truly benefits others in society over that of what will make you rich, right? So I think that's very important that you think in those terms.
Yeah, think about the greatest inventions of all time, and we sometimes ask people, what's the greatest thing that has been invented? Dishwasher's usually not near the top of that list.
I thought sliced bread was or something.
Sliced bread is usually up there. In today's world, I think probably the internet is huge.
Yes.
It interconnects the entire world at this point in time. There are a lot of other industries we've done work in, the medical device manufacturing. Think about all of the medical solutions that have come about, just in the last 20 years. And that's fantastic. But it doesn't have to be in that area. It can be in any area that you have an interest and a desire and a skill set, and you think you can move that idea forward from what you sketch on your napkin as your seed to this is a viable solution to a real world problem that is out there. And then you have to think about, I think it's a problem. Will somebody else recognize it, and will there be a buyer out there and actually pay for it?
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes there's the best ones, of course, are the no-brainers, like everybody needs a dishwasher, everybody needs a cell phone, everybody needs a television or whatever. But, it's, and quite often when you look at it, there's often trends in the market, right? When you're looking, and even in a society now, like environmental consciousness and sustainability is a concern that will continue to be of importance to a lot of people for a very long period because, populations increase and so forth, and pollution increases. And that's, so a lot of people, it's got them thinking, how can you make a better vehicle, or how can you make your home more efficient? How can I reduce pollution? All kinds of things that kind of come into play by different trends that are out there.
Yeah, there's a gap in technology today, and it's because the technology is advancing at such a fast pace. I think maybe every 18 months to 2 years or something, they say technology is reinventing itself. And at that rate, there will be gaps in the level of technology.
Sure.
And the example we use sometimes is the mouse. So the mouse was created for Apple because Apple created a great computer and an operating system, but then they decided, we really need another device. We need something to help maneuver around this. So they reached out to IDEO in California and said, create this thing. We don't even know what it is yet, but create this thing that will allow us to move around. And thus we all have a mouse that we use on our laptop and a desktop at this point in time. So I think the idea is to be creative and experimental
and entrepreneurial.
and entrepreneurial. Yes, that's true. And I think a lot of people are afraid, and they'll say, well, I'll make a mistake. And yeah, you probably will.
Of course you will.
This is inventing, right? And there will be mistakes along the way. But the key is to identify those fast, fix them, and keep moving forward with them. And it's nearly impossible not to make mistakes in the world. I mean, imagine 20 years ago when we were talking about the space shuttle, which we no longer use, by the way. We have mothballed all the space shuttles, and now we have rockets that we send up in space, and we return them, and we catch them, and we reuse them again.
Yeah,
20 years ago, that technology, nobody was even talking about that technology.
No. When you think about it, Orville and Wilbur Wright were, they were thinking, we're going to get up in the sky, and then the next thing is like, we're going to sell tickets for planes. Now it's like, we're going to sell tickets for Mars, right?
Yeah. I'll take one of those.
We do live just in an amazing age, especially for inventors and the comfort generally that most people live in. And we live in an age when knowledge is really at our fingertips with the internet, with computers. All kinds of things are just available that were never in the past. Like you talked about encyclopedias back in the day. Well, now it's like you can get on there and you can learn all the engineering part that you need to learn within about a certain specific thing or something within a very short time. And of course, it doesn't make you an engineer, but it'll help you solve a problem on a material or something or whatever, right? And research, when you're on there, research the greatest needs and pick what you can be inspired to accomplish. There's just really no end. And now with all this great access to mentors, and it's just amazing. It makes me excited for inventors.
It is good. It is. I would say we live right now in an age where we have more access worldwide, globally, to research, solid research with data that backs it, than we have at any point in time historically. So this is a great time for inventors.
Yes.
All you have to do is recognize the need, the problem, or the opportunity out there, and you should be able to go online. And I mean, geez, we even do competitor analysis and pull industry reports for our clients. I mean, you can really envision your concept all the way through to however you want to monetize it in today's world. Yeah, so this is a great opportunity to do that. The research is there. The resources are there. You mentioned mentors. Every inventor should have at least one mentor from the early stages on.
Inventor need a mentor.
Don't do that in public. We talked about this. So, but yes, you're absolutely right. Every inventor needs a mentor, I'm going to say. But actually, you need multiple ones because it takes multiple skill sets and mindsets to get you all the way through. But in today's world, you have access to everything that you need to be a successful inventor.
Yes. Yeah. We really here want to inspire you too and encourage you and provide education to assist you and really to help you reach out for your dreams. My mom always said before me, she said, there's no such thing as can't. And I really believe that, it's you and it can absolutely do it, especially in this day and age. But you got to make that strategic plan, right? And just do it. Decide for yourself what you want to do and just do it.
Yeah, in today's world, there's no reason why you can't. We do this program to provide knowledge. Okay, so you don't have to go just to, Google and search for your answers. We provide knowledge here. We also have a program called the Inventors Arena that provides many inventors with a path, that's kind of the journey from their concept all the way through to sitting down negotiating with those investors. We probably should not end the session without talking about inventor groups and the value of them out there. If you, research online or even go to our website, theinventorsarena.com, scroll to the bottom. We have a map where we show all the inventor groups across the United States. They have the knowledge to fill those gaps that you might be sitting there thinking that you have. So there you will have the potential mentor in the room, the potential investor in the room, and you'll have a focus group in the room that can help you bounce ideas back and forth. So we encourage every inventor out there to move forward right now. Find your niche, find your area, find your problem, find your opportunity, and then start researching and developing and actually come to market with your ideas.
Yeah, getting that environment that makes it real conducive to that.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Well, I was glad to see everyone today again, and we're looking forward to the next meeting. And like and subscribe for new content. See you next week. Go be the best inventor possible.
The Inventors.